How did over 142 billion pesos quietly get inserted into the 2025 national budget during the final stages of deliberation? And why is no one able to fully explain where that money came from? This is not just another budget story. This is a story about power, secrecy, and the growing tension between public accountability and political influence in the Philippine Senate. Senate President Francis Chiz Escudero is at the center of this storm. Documents and reports reveal that during the bicameral conference committee, the final phase of budget negotiations, more than 142 billion pesos worth of infrastructure projects were inserted into the 2025 national budget. Critics argue that these insertions were made outside the regular committee process, raising concerns about how such a massive amount of public money could be allocated without full scrutiny or debate. The controversy grows deeper when we look at who benefited. Bulacan, the home province of Senator Joel Villanueva, secured a whopping 12 billion pesos in infrastructure funding. These projects include street lighting, water impounding systems, and pumping stations. In a country that floods every year, where entire communities are submerged in water and lives are lost, these projects might sound useful. But the timing and the process through which these funds were allocated raise red flags. Sorsogon, Escudero's home province, received over 9.1 billion pesos, much of it also for flood control and infrastructure. Again, on paper, these projects may seem justified, especially in a nation grappling with climate change and annual monsoon disasters. But when billions are moved behind closed doors, bypassing the usual deliberation and public consultation, it stops being about public service and starts looking like political patronage. Where did this money come from? Reports suggest that the funds may have been taken from savings or unspent allocations from key government departments. The Department of Education is one of the rumored sources. If true, it means money meant for schools, teachers, and learning resources was diverted at the last minute, with no open discussion and no real explanation. Senator Escudero defends the move. He says everything followed legislative protocols, that the projects are needed, that the public will benefit, but not everyone in the Senate agrees. Former Senate President Vicente Tito Sotto III has called the insertions scandalous and excessive. He is demanding a deeper investigation, asking the very questions that should have been asked before any money changed hands. Who authorized this? What process was followed? And most importantly, why weren't these funds part of the original budget discussions? The Philippine Senate now faces a crisis of trust. Every peso in the national budget comes from taxpayers, from nurses, farmers, teachers, construction workers, and small business owners. And when that money, 142 billion pesos, is quietly moved around to benefit specific regions and political allies, it's not just a budgeting issue. It's a breach of public trust. It raises haunting questions. Is this the modern pork barrel? A reinvention of the very system that has led to past corruption scandals? Is this a misuse of power that could amount to a constitutional violation? And how should the Senate respond? Filipinos are battling rising food prices, poor healthcare access, an underfunded education system, and yet here we are, watching billions get funneled into last-minute flood control projects while entire regions sink underwater every rainy season. Transparency and accountability are not optional. They are the foundation of democracy. This isn't about partisan politics. It's about the integrity of our institutions and the respect we owe to every Filipino who pays taxes and expects fair governance. If the Senate does not act now, if this is swept under the rug, what's to stop it from happening again? It's time we demand answers. So to everyone watching, like this video, share it with others, Leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, AngKampanero, Tinig ng Katotohanan, Tunog ng Kasaysayan. Thanks to our new subscribers and to those who continue to watch and support this channel. Let's keep the bell ringing for truth, justice, and freedom.